Assalamu alaikum everyone and pakhair Raglet. This is Fahad and I hope you are all doing well. Previously मैंने Mibro Watch Lite 3 Pro का काफ़ी डिटेल से रिव्यू किया था. Just in case if you haven't watched it, do check it out. And now I have the Mibro Watch 3 Lite that I got from phonepro.pk and the price of this watch is 12,000 Pakistani rupees. I'll put the link of this watch in the video description. Now let's find out how different the Mibro Watch Lite 3 is compared to the Mibro Watch Lite 3 Pro. But before that, if you're new to the channel को subscribe करना मत भूलिएगा. Let's get into it. Mibro Lite 3 and 3 Pro के box के dimensions and visuals almost same हैं and they have similar unboxing experience as well. Box के अंदर you get the watch along with an extra pair of straps and a magnetic charging cable and a user manual. Design and build of both watches feel the same, but Mibro Lite 3 थोड़ा सा हल्का है compared to the Pro variant and it weighs around 53 to 56 grams depending on the strap you use. The frame of Mibro Lite 3 is also made from zinc alloy metal. And back पर sensors का pattern थोड़ा सा different है. And the Mibro Lite 3 doesn't have a barometer and a balancing hole on the frame. बाकी it has a mic and speaker because it also supports Bluetooth calling. The back lower half is plastic and sensor के ऊपर की protection भी plastic है. And इसका rotating crown clicky है compared to the Pro variant. Just like the Pro variant, it also has a shortcut button which you can customize. Mibro Lite 3 is 2 ADM water resistant. ADM is basically atmospheric pressure, and on paper 2 ADM means 20 meters of depth. But in practice, a water resistance rating of 2 ADM on a smartwatch means that the device is splash proof and can be worn in light rain or when washing hands. Whereas the Mibro Lite 3 Pro is 5 ADM, but it doesn't mean that it can be used under 50 meters of depth. Haptic motor feels better on the Mibro Lite 3 Pro. Although Mibro Lite 3 पे आप haptics की intensity adjust कर सकते हैं, which you cannot do on the Pro variant. Also, Mibro Lite 3 पे you don't have any ringtone notification for calls because it doesn't support ringtone notifications for calls but only vibrations. Whereas Mibro Lite 3 Pro पे you can set a ringtone and adjust the ringtone volume, but it's not very loud even at maxed out volume. Pinch to answer call feature is also missing from Mibro Lite 3. इसके अलावा आपको Mibro Lite 3 पे GPS नहीं मिलता. Although you do get GPS on the Mibro Lite 3 Pro, but GPS on the Pro variant doesn't seem to work very efficiently. Mibro Lite 3 has a 1.3-inch AMOLED screen with a slightly less resolution of 360 into 360 compared to the 466 into 466 on the Pro variant. Also, the bezels are significantly larger on the non-Pro version. And just like the Pro version, the glass protection on the Mibro Watch 3 Lite is unknown, and it's most likely using some sort of tempered scratch-resistant glass. Anyhow, Mibro Lite 3 पर आपको automatic brightness mode नहीं मिलता. And also the Mibro Lite 3 is not as bright as the Mibro Lite 3 Pro on full brightness, but still it's a decently bright display. Other than this, you do get a permanent always-on display. And just like the Pro version, you can choose to keep the screen on for a maximum of 20 minutes. Bluetooth version Mibro Lite 3 का भी 5.3 है just like the Pro version. And Mibro Lite 3 is also running on Mibro's proprietary OS. And everything else is just the same like Mibro Lite 3 Pro, which I've explained in the full review of Mibro Lite 3 Pro. So if you're interested, you can check that review out. But एक और चीज़ जो Mibro Lite 3 के मेन्यू से मिसिंग है compared to the Pro version, वो है NFC support. Mibro Watch Lite 3 के लिए कंपेनियन ऐप आप गूगल प्ले स्टोर या एप्पल ऐप स्टोर से Mibro Fit के नाम से डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. And you can add multiple Mibro watches to this app. And then you can switch between them depending on the watch you're using. Anyhow, ऐप का complete walkthrough and functionality मैंने Mibro Watch Lite 3 Pro के वीडियो में डिटेल से एक्सप्लेन किया है. So if you're interested, check that video out. इसका हार्ट रेट मॉनिटर कंपेयर टू द Mibro Lite 3 Pro मुझे ज़्यादा एफिशिएंट लगा फॉर सम रीज़न एंड फॉर द मोस्ट पार्ट ये हार्ट रेट एक्यूरेटली रिकॉर्ड करता है considering that Mibro Lite 3 is a tweaked down version of the Pro variant. The SpO2 monitor does work most of the times giving satisfactory values, but it's kind of slow just like the Mibro Lite 3 Pro. To test sleep monitoring, I wore it on my wrist for 3 nights alongside Xiaomi Band 9, which is usually good at recording sleep and awake time durations. And the Mibro Lite 3 performed really well in recording my sleep and awake time for the first 2 nights, and it stayed pretty close to the Xiaomi Band 9. However, the Mibro Lite 3 on the third night performed really bad in recording my sleep and awake time. It over-recorded my sleep for almost 51 minutes. To test the pedometer, I wore Mibro Lite 3 alongside Huawei Watch Fit 2 and Xiaomi Band 9 on the same wrist. And after 10 minutes of workout, the distance recorded on Mibro Lite 3 was 0.41 kilometers. And Huawei Watch Fit 2 also recorded the same distance of 0.41 kilometers, whereas Xiaomi Band 9 recorded distance of 0.38 kilometers. I would say all of them were pretty close, and also the average pace recorded across all devices was very close. Anyhow, the steps recorded on Mibro Lite 3 were 525, whereas the Watch Fit 2 recorded 941 steps and the Xiaomi Band 9 recorded 895 steps, which makes the Watch Fit 2 and the Band 9 close. And just like the Mibro Lite 3 Pro, the Mibro Lite 3 also undercounted the steps and overmeasured the distance. But in Mibro's Lite 3 case, at least it got the distance right this time. The Mibro Lite 3 has a 230 mAh battery compared to the 350 mAh on the Mibro Lite 3 Pro. Despite having a smaller battery capacity, the Mibro Lite 3 turned out to be very resilient. And during 3 to 4 days of mixed use, it only dropped about 20% of the charge, which means you can easily get 7 days of battery life after heavy use. However, it takes around 2.5 hours to fully charge from 0 to 100. अगर आपको ये वीडियो हेल्पफुल लगी हो तो कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर बताएं। वीडियो को लाइक करना और शेयर करना मत भूलिएगा। मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में।